this is my persuasive speech.
Jaden Ray.
Alec Ratzlaff.
Caitlin Tinkham. Courtney Tinkham.
Natalie Hernandez.
All right. So imagine, your refrigerator quits right before the Super Bowl. And, luckily enough, your local hardware store has the perfect icebox for you on a great sale. But your friend with a pickup, he's out of town, and he won't be back in time to get you your new one. And if you had your own pickup, this wouldn't be a problem. Today I'm going to tell you why Ford Motor Company makes the best pickups on the market and why owning one will be a huge benefit in your life. Now, Ford has many best-in-class capabilities. First of all, payload. They've got the best-in-class payload capabilities of any other brand on the market, which that means that you can put more weight in the bed of a Ford than any other brand out there. This is pretty important for some people, maybe not everybody, but for those of you who don't haul, we've got a towing package also, because they've also got the best-in-class towing on the market. Now this sounds like maybe if you're only towing really heavy stuff it'd be important, but if you're towing small loads with the stiffer springs and bigger axles, it'll hold those weights a lot better. So even if you're towing small trailers, it'll handle them a lot better, and it won't pull you all over the road, such as like a smaller pickup would. Ford also offers the most configurations available. So whether you need a long cab and a long bed, or a short cab with a short bed, or anything in between, they can probably set you up. Now there are many options only offered by Ford, and some of these are really kind of interesting, like the mirror spotlight package. Now what this does is there's a little LED light on the side of your mirror, and there's a button inside. You can control each one separately, the driver or the passenger side, and that'll turn on the little light and light up the area. Now if you're pulling in somewhere and it's a really tight fit, you can click your light on and make sure you're not going to scrape your mirror across either your neighbor's fence or something. Or if you're in a dark parking lot, you can turn that on and it'll light up the area, and that way it's a little safer for you. You wouldn't have to worry about maybe a mugger or something. So it's very beneficial. Now, they also offer a flat floor in the back seat, which is really handy. If you flip the seats up, you're not carrying any people, the floor is flat, and this is on all the pickups. And so when you're sliding stuff in or carrying anything, it makes it really easy to load it. You just sort of set it in and slide it over and you're good to go. A lot of pickups have a little bit of a hump, which would catch stuff and then it wouldn't ride as nice. Like if you have like a small dresser or something, you can just slide it in there and it'll ride nice and flat, and it won't really rock or anything like it would if the middle was elevated. Now they've also got programmable upfitter switches, which is a fancy way for saying they've got little toggle switches in the cab that you can program to do whatever you need to do. So if you're a contractor and you need extra light because you work late, you can rig up some light bars on your pickup, and then in the cab you can hit a switch and that'll turn the lights on for you. That's just one example. There's tons of stuff you could wire up or program to that. The pickups offer 8 switches, so you can have 8 different things running at the same time, and they offer dual alternators as an option to help keep your batteries charged to run all those electronics. The Ford pickups are also safer and more efficient than they've ever been. Recently, they earned a 5-star crash rating from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, which is no small feat. They don't just give those out to anybody, you have to earn one. And I think part of that 5-star rating comes from the inflatable rear seat belts. If you're in the front seat, you've got the dashboard or the seat or the steering wheel. There's seat or airbags in those, which will help protect you. And if you're in the back, they've got the pillars. But now, Ford also offers inflatable rear seat belts to help lessen the impact and keep you and your family safer, which is really neat because it's in the back. A lot of people will put their kids in the back, so it'll help keep those younger people safe and prosperous. They've also got a new little feature. It's the 360-degree camera, which is really handy because as an option you can get up to 7 cameras on your pickup. So you can put one in each, like there's the back, so you can see your bed for hooking up goosenecks. There's one in the rear bumper, the front bumper, the sides. So you can take all the feeds from those cameras. You can look at them separately, or you could put them into one image and look at your pickup from an above view, so you're looking down on yourself. which is really handy because if you're backing into a tight space or pulling a trailer, you can really see where everything's at from right there. And that'll really help, especially like hooking up goosenecks or anything. Makes it a lot easier to see and get it right the first time. And it saves a lot of time that way because you don't have to get in and out and hook, like pull back and check it and back in, back up a little more. And so it's really, really handy feature. And also with the mileage, Ford's doing really cool things with their EcoBoost engines to give you better fuel economy, to save you some money and to save the environment. In the new F-150s of this year, you can get a diesel engine, which is new, and you can get up to 30 miles per gallon while still getting enough towing power and payload capability to keep up with anything you might need, which is really handy because it's comparable to the Super Duties, but you don't have to spend the extra money to get that. Kind of the low entry level, it's a good bridge between the two. So together, the pros start to stack up in favor of Ford. And between all the high capabilities and the safety regards, you can really see that Ford's engineers are pushing what a pickup can be. And there are many tasks in your everyday life that owning a Ford would make a lot easier on you. You know, from towing to taking a family vacation or anything in between, really.